weather looks okay today. And I was thinking, too bad I can't fly my drone and capture whatever the heck that is in the background. Only a few days left before all the feedback for the drone is over. Makes you wonder if they're going to consider all of the feedbacks that everybody brought in. I know there's a lot of skeptics saying, nope, no way, they already made the decisions. I guess we'll see. It made me think about the small drones again. I read this one. I don't know what this is. The Tech Boy, what is it? TB02 drone? It's only $20 and apparently you control it with like a motion? That's pretty cheap for a drone. Although it says it's supposed to help train people to fly a drone, it makes me wonder if it actually does, because it's so different the way you control it versus something like that I use, for example, an actual remote. They had this news over for the past few days. It was basically a drone delivery company, I guess, that got approval to deliver stuff commercially to a First Nations area. And it made US headlines too in some places. It says, Canada may beat US to commercial drone delivery. I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember reading a story before where they were saying because in those areas they're so excluded, I guess, from like transportation and stuff like that, that a drone would be perfect, and somebody died before apparently, just because it's too expensive to pay for a helicopter to get things from place to place. In the right direction, in my opinion. Take advantage of the tech. But I can't believe I missed this piece of news. Everyone always says people are paranoid of drones flying over your head. How about this one? Mental health clouds hang over Vancouverites' head, literally. So from what I gather, it was a drone, I guess, designed to look like a cloud, and they flew it over people's heads. I was like, how did they get away with this in terms of like the legalities and all that? I know it says the guy has a license and all, but still. And it says here, the concept behind the cloud copter, as the non-profit organization calls their invention, was to remind people that mental illness is a hidden epidemic that affects hundreds of thousands of British Columbians, but often in secret. And even the pilot guy was saying, it's surprisingly tricky to fly. The cloud material essentially turns a drone into a sail that can be pushed around by the slightest breeze, but the visual effect you get is really powerful. Like, to me, I think it's cool, okay, to have that ability to do something like that with a drone. Makes me think again whether or not with the drones, the hysteria just due to all the media hype and all that, it's just make the drone look different, and then all of a sudden people will be like, okay, that's fantastic. Again, this guy was obviously, I guess he has like an SFOC and stuff, but I don't see why a lot of people can't do something like that too, as long as they're doing it in a safe way. Like, I assume this one, they're not flying it like crazy everywhere. He probably went really slow. Again, too bad I didn't actually capture that. That would have been actually really funny to see this cloud over people's heads. That kind of relates to the other question. How did people not freak out yesterday, like when I flew the drone usually? I don't know, from my personal experience, most people that see me fly the drone, they're really curious. They actually come up and ask questions, and they find it really great. Funny enough, I actually didn't capture it, but someone came up to me and started talking to me about his business, and he gave me his business card. But again, from my personal experience, most people are really comfortable around it, in the sense they're more curious than they are afraid. That's just from my experience personally. I was kind of disappointed I couldn't capture that sunset yesterday. Let's try to capture some now. funny enough with that question, how people don't freak out when I fly the drone. Even there, people were like, yeah, I bring it here, show me. So basically, again, the people I bump into, they really embrace it. Actually, it was too bad because it was actually a father and a son that they tried to fly a mini drone, but they couldn't get it to work, so I couldn't capture that. Not too bad, another time. I guess it kind of goes back to the point. Some people see them as deadly weapons and other people just see them as like a camera. Like hopefully that'll be the day when people just have some common sense, say it's just a camera or people fly it for fun. Alright, schedule's looking good for tomorrow, so hopefully I get to talk with those drone guys and stuff like that. I guess you guys will get to see it too. Anyways, see you guys later.